Hello. Right. Stop music. Should I leave that on? I am back. Hello. It's time for some Phoenix Wright. Gonna carry on with the second part of the first trial for the last case. But yeah, hello. I was supposed to be doing an hour every time at work, but I didn't do it today. So you get me a little bit earlier, which means instead of 6 till 9, I'll probably do 5 to 8. But yeah. Either way, let's just get into it because I'm looking forward to playing some more of this. So, but I can't believe that, Adrian. No way, not cool. And collected Adrian Andrews. She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to her knife who used at dinner was, well, her. So after a ceremony during the break, I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have easily planted that blood-covered button in your Hakama. Because she was the one who came to wake me up. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial is over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. Give me a verdict. That's refreshing. Like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer, dude. Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on the Miss Impact's strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, but the person thought to have hidden it is Juan, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get a suicide note back. Hey, Obi!
No, it wasn't that funny. I'm just kidding.
Also, how you doing, Morph? How you doing, Obi? That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me. What was it? What was it that first told us about the relationship? Better stated Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's. It was Edgeworth. It looks like he's still in the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Also, didn't old Bag say that she saw Andrews, like, fixing shit?
Oh, what a zinger!
Alright. Hey, Jessa.
My balls here.
How you doing? But yeah, I'm glad you're doing alright, Morph. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness... I still don't know how to pronounce this word. Subpoenaed? It doesn't feel right. Subpoenaed? Subpoenaed? I don't fucking know. Subpoenaed? It's a word. By his court. Miss Adrian Andrews is the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan's room. Yeah. You said it right first. I did? It doesn't sound right, though. It don't sound right. Even if it's correct, I'm like... Oh. Stressed out for my voice. Oh, you got voice class? Nice. What's your occupation? I'm the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt on guard. I see. Now then. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. As well as those posters I suggest. Currently clarifying my room. Ooh. Oh. Ah, yeah, sure. What is it? I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. Ah. No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land. If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all the work for me. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself. So it was a fry and bait matter, or was it bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing. But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. Me! I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then, witness. Please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. I mean, I didn't think it was her either, but for some reason Phoenix does. I'm not quite sure why. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and that was when his dead body. There was his dead body. I was in shock. But if it wasn't her, who the fuck else would have done it? What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. That seems so weird. Why would you pour yourself a glass of juice inside a murdered person's room? Wouldn't that just incriminate you even further?
You cheeky bastard.
Hey ho! You poured yourself a glass of juice? Yeah, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things. Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, wasn't smart enough to realize she shouldn't touch the crime scene. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cream scene, indeed. She is one cool... I mean, technically, it's tomato juice. It might have a little bit of cream in it. So it is a cream scene. She's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. But yeah, how you doing, Herbie? How was DBD? Yeah, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking, so you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is in the instant this trial is over. Understand? Okay. How hard has this Wright game been? I mean, it's a puzzle game, so I guess it just depends how you are with puzzles. I've had like one stream where I had to Google a bunch because I'm just not smart. But then the rest hasn't been like that bad. Who's given me some hints here and there? But like, I would never say that they're hard games. You know? Like, you can save and reload at, like, pretty much any point you want. So, if you make a wrong choice, you can just reload really easily. It's time for the show to start, so I'm going to get Matt from his room. You're still playing? It's not great. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, DBD seemed a little bit questionable. And what time was Mr. On Guard doing at a time? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the samurai during the ceremony. Did I just say he was taking a nap? Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me? What are you? Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. On Guard's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right. Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. After that, I went to Juan's room. Okay. And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes, so the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Press further. Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim. Sorry, but I didn't have any such intention in mind at the time. I can't get a tilt without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. May I continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room? It was a dead body. I was in shock. You were in shock? What? Was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person, and despite how close they were, I doubt she'd have romantic feelings for him. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her to... A young beauty? Are you hitting on her, Edgeworth? Would not be shocked. Somehow, I don't think their beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as the crime scene photo. This photo you're referring to, correct? Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest, and the guitar case was like this too. Yeah, it was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next, witness? Right, so I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. Juice? Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself a glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Never mind. It's no big deal. What was she starting to say just now? Press forward! Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Are you talking about the one on the floor? The mess of glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped it into a mailbag, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, the people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess. Wait, but that doesn't make sense, because there was water on top of the guitar case, and that guitar case was open. It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this to anything. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I think you did. I think you did. I think you lying. I think you lying. Why you lie? Why you lie? You testified that you knocked out a flower vase over, is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water, however, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, however, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. Bam, bam, bam! That's very true. Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case, and what is it? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are shattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shards would be inside, not outside the case. What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch a guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty cut seems to have no relation to the case, doesn't it? It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need her to hear more details? Yes. But just in case, I'm going to save, because I'm a save slut. Make her testify. Empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. Heh, I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you. Can't believe I'm doing this either. Oh yeah, save site? Hell yeah. I like a save. As we found out when I played Silent Hill 2 for the first time, and I saved like 80 times. And I got a bad ending because of it. Oh. Anyway, I'll follow along for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Yes, Your Honor. Sticks and saving every 5 seconds. I can imagine that being a game like it. Stealth games are another big one. Did I do it in Metal Gear Solid? I may have done it in Metal Gear Solid. I kind of get into the habit of it when I play retro games because I'm so used to autosaves that I really hate having to redo shit that I've already done. Yeah. Was I a save slightly in Baldur's Gate 3? I think I might have been a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened a guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. I mean, I'm still like, I guess this is a weird thing, right? You see someone that's dead, but in my head I'm like, But she poured tomato juice, but then doesn't drink it. I guess she was in shock, but wouldn't she drink the juice? Whatever she's saying, it doesn't make sense. It looks like this really wasn't a very important point. I want tomato juice. I would happily not. I would happily not. But anyone else can have tomato juice all they want. This wonderful wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I should go ahead and start cross-examination. Using anyway to change the topic. A convenient escape for a weak man. How dare you, Edgeworth? Pardon me. I don't remember the 2 clicks, I was a bit dazed. During your... Oh, wait, actually, yeah, because sometimes you just can't do a section in this movie this first time. Yeah, there is that too. There is that too. Or, you do it fine the first time, you fuck up, and then you do it, and then you have to waste resources that you didn't have to do the first time is another bit that's a real kick in the teeth as well. I don't like that. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see, are you sure you are the one who opened the guitar case? She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not. Sounds like her dependent side is taking over. Well, Miss Andrews? Yes, it was me. Why did she take so long? I suppose I must open the case. Okay. So, you open a guitar case then? Yes, well, maybe. Why did you open a guitar case? Huh? Mr. Kurita's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case. As a witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. What does that matter? I thought maybe the criminal took it. Why would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic. It's not a big deal though, right? It's the case is empty after all. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have you a little professionalism? The bright red guitar was found at the studio. The trials would be over in half the time if you just would pay attention. Yes, pay more attention. Sorry. No. That's why I opened the case, even though I don't know. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence, I guess. We should give it a try. We can't put her up now. I wasn't planning on letting her up, but she's at the weakest now, so this is our chance. I had a weapon to hit her with. I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record waiting to be found. What do we have evidence-wise? We've got to track the lost camera, got clipping, guide map, and a lid. Crime scene, the button. This might be a stupid idea, but I'm gonna try this. Could she have opened the case because she was looking for the suicide note? No, that's not it. Alright, never mind. Maybe use too many smoky things to clarify the room. You mean like sage? Or is that specifically ghosts? I don't know why I'm doing ghosts, but you get what I mean. I mean, I believe in ghosts. I don't know why I went ghosts. Maybe. It's like me thinking the acrobat wasn't actually a cripple. Let's go for bad energy. Ah, okay, that's cool. I had no idea. I've only ever heard of like saging a room as for the ghosty stuff. I think I hit the mark, but I'm not quite sure why. There is no way you were the one who opened a guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Alright, fucking Sherlock Holmes. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. How do we know that? Did it say on my evidence? I didn't pay it. Wait. Oh, yeah! I didn't read that. It does say it was only his fingerprints. Never mind. What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at that time? It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. That's strange. You're wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Why is that? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves? Yeah, the glass with your fingerprints, you idiot! I have your proof right here. The wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Ah. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself a glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open a guitar case? I broke her glasses. Oh no, she got another pair. It's fine. It's fine. Although I never use white sage because the spiritual industry, aka fake hippies, buy so much they become endangered. Oh, I didn't even know there was multiple types of sage. The only sage I know is sage and onion for like stuffing. So, yeah. Well, and obviously sagey stuff, but yeah. Order, order, order. Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe the guitar case plays a very important role here, but it's just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty, though. But the guitar, the bright red guitar, was at the studio. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case? This is what I was thinking! The suicide note! You don't mean it was that bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. I admit I would be so unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case... Your Honour, this is obviously the defence's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us into his misguided... No, Your Honour, please. Recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime scene took place. However, it was wide open in this photo on a crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. If you are so sure, right, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim. Please, enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything to do with this murder. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing? You don't mean... So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty, is that it, right? I would say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder? I mean, it's a jump, but the suicide note is the only thing I can think of that would maybe be in it. Fuck it, we ball. And why would something like that be inside a guitar case, let alone this one? Why, Mr. Wright? Why? Well, I just thought it might have been possible. I have a suggestion. Why don't you put that in the void where your brain's supposed to be? Wait, really? We'll just all get some love. Do you still think you can prove your theory? Can you prove that guitar case was not empty at the time of the murder? It'd be the button. But that wouldn't make any sense. What would it be doing in the guitar case? Oh god, I'm worried this is where I'm going to lose everything. And I haven't even saved. The button? Oh, fuck me. Alright, I should probably save it because I'm getting a lot of wrong answers now. I don't... What the fuck would have been in there? Literally, in my head, I'm like, the only thing that I can imagine would have been in there would have been the... This... Maybe she was looking for the suicide note and it would have been hidden in there. Fuck, I might be out of stump. I might be stumped here. It's not gonna be that. I don't have anything to do with that. I kind of don't know. I kind of don't know. I don't really know what would really fit. None of these kind of do. I don't know if I'm being stupid. But, like, literally the only thing I could think of would be she would have gone into there thinking that maybe her mental suicide note would have been in there. And it's not the button. It wouldn't be the drink, because that would have been stupid. Guitar case is empty. That's a map. That's a magazine clipping. It's a camera. That would have been in there. Fuck, I might... Who? Who? I might need a hint. Shit. That was in his chest, so it can't be the knife. I mean, it surely wouldn't have anything to do with this. Would it? This is a photograph. Yes, but what's important is what is in that picture, Your Honor. In this picture? It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... Inside the guitar case was the samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? That's the right answer? What kind of assumption is this? Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Yes, please. Right, are you saying that the witness opened a guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be into doing something like that? That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone else see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. I kind of understand now. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order, order. It looks like we wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt and Guard's. Why would something of the defendant be in the victim's room? And inside a guitar case of all places? True, this is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. It was a spare. Mr. Ungard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had brought the spare to the ceremony on purpose. But why? The victim, Mr. Corridor, was the ninja. Why would he secretly bring the samurai spare costume with him? What could have been the reason behind something? I bet he didn't know. I bet he didn't realise that the guitar was removed. And therein lies the sticking point. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Huh? No. Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the spare samurai costume? Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. I believe in you. Saving! Just a cheeky little save! Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the nickel samurai spare costume in the hotel was... Could it be to confess something after the show? What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yeah, the samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I hear about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? But what struck me as strange was that Mr. On Guard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can mean only one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan himself. The victim? Yes, the spare samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corridor was going to hold the press conference as the samurai. He was going to dress up as a samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. The samurai was going to confess something, and by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means the Juan posing as a samurai was going to speak about Matt on Guard. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that is the case, that's not a confession. That's public disclosure. Miss Andrews, I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation. I was the one he asked to help set it up, and then the person who prepared the second costume for him that was also me. You? Juan had bet everything on the ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. He was going to ruin him, huh? It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. What? And do you know what the secret of Matt on Guards is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. I see. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone, but that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt after all. Protect Mr. Ungard? But if she's so willing to protect him, would she kill for that? And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behaviour. Yes, Your Honour, I understand. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was a murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what, and he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. But we know he's not lying and he didn't kill him. This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She is more nervous than a scared rabbit. I was about to fucking say sacred. If the defense can find no fault with his testimony, I'm ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine Mr. Wright. Looks like somehow everything has swung to opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn my logic upside down. Hey, Triple D, how you doing? From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling he was a murderer. Would you say that your intuition is speaking to you? Don't confuse my methods with reasoning of your own. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need 3 things. 3 things? A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, decisive evidence. And if you think these 3 things enough, the answer becomes quite clear. You should have already known that, Miss Phoenix. They didn't teach us. They didn't teach that to us in school, at least not from what I remember. May I continue now? Okay. Medical Juan, no matter what. So, would you say this need came from the press conference? Yes. Do you know why Juan chose that event in that hotel for the conference? Because that was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt and Guard. Narcoleptic fit hitting, but I'm gonna look as long as I can. Oh, it's okay, you don't have to apologise. I'm just happy that you're okay and that you're here. And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared for the costume. But I'm sure Matt on Guard himself didn't know anything about the press conference. Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference? Anyway, the important thing here is that this information was not in your testimony. Yes, I agree, Miss Andrews. Please correct your testimony if you please. Grasping at straws now, are we, Mr. Wright? I know what his way was, but I didn't have any way to prove I'm right. Has Mr. Ungard done something to hurt or betray you personally? Why'd you ask? You were the one who helped Mr. Corridor with his press conference, and that event was supposed to bring him down, yet you still helped out. How much this game? It's just, whoopsies, I lied under oath, no biggie. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's not really frowned upon. But then also the other prosecutor likes to whip everyone in the courtroom. And that's allowed. Stuff in the world of Phoenix, right? The person on trial right now is Mr. Ungard, right? What the witness was thinking helping the victim was with his plan is none of our concern. In any case, this means that the defendant has a motive to kill. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Yeah. Is anyone complaining? Actually, a couple of them, like Phoenix does. So technically, someone is complaining. Phoenix is a child. God damn it. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. But didn't you already testify earlier that Mr. Ungard was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that that too was a lie so you could cover for him? I'm not telling you anything of the sort. When I went to get him for the show, he was honestly sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time. I keep trying, but I can't find any flaws with what she said. I can't say the same for some people here in this courtroom, however. Judge is glaring straight at Mia. He's glaring at you, smart guy. Although this is very much feeling like the case in the first game. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. You can't hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. Then what about the button? The button? It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought. That during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the costume. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the pleats of Matt's Hakama, isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. Looks like you were outfoxed again, Mr. Wright. Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony. I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Thank goodness Mia can still look at me. With an icy stare, yes. Please have this information, okay. Let's turn off the 105 that. And how do you know that? When the end of the threads of the button and the costume were matched up, they were found to fit together perfectly, or so I heard. I've heard that before too, but why would Miss Andrews know about this case down to such a fine detail? Don't look at me like that, just because I'm prepared and you're not. And I thought I had her this time. If there's anything to trip her up on, it has to be here, but where and what? But I managed just had to throw that out to protect him. Okay. But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? And at the worst possible time. Who's to say she really stabbed the guy in the back, as you put it? This witness could have disclosed things about Miss Angard at any time. Why then would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? It's the same reason why Mr. Corridor planned such an elaborate conference. Miss Andrews wanted to cause Mr. Angard as much damage as she possibly could. The witness bears ill will towards the defendant. This isn't the Phoenix Wright wax philosophical power hour, and please stop slandering the witness. As I expected, Miss Andrews' testimony seems pretty solid. Really, because to me, it sounded a little wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? Well, I guess we see if it press a little more. You should know this by now, but you'll need strong decisive evidence to make that talk. Got it, Chief. I'm gonna pin you down this time. There's something to do with the button. Alright, that's not what I thought it was going to do. Alright, never mind. There's something with the button! I think. Where's the crime scene photo? There. Okay, it's not that either. This is fine. We reload. We reload. I have a drink. I've been finding the plates is odd to inside of somewhere. Well, that we can't really question, I don't think. We don't really have evidence for that. It's more about the fact that she knew that the button matched the exact thread of the outfit when that was only brought up, like, in the first part of this courtroom. It's not really public knowledge, as far as I can tell. Yeah. I'm not quite sure about that bit. That is very strange. But maybe that'll be something we can question later, maybe. Lucked out last time. Don't think we're massively going to do that again. But also, this murder seems so weird. If he was strangled, why would he then stab him with a knife that clearly had his fingerprints on it anyway? That alone should be, like, evidence to be like, that doesn't make sense. No one's that stupid. But that's not evidence that we need for this. No, okay. Never mind. This is a bit where the game starts getting me, and I just don't know what is the right thing. Because I don't know what evidence we need to present, and I don't know what line of whatever we need to question. So I need to figure out at least one of them. And he made a clear point that this bit seemed sus. Carefully now. Hey ho. I'm a little bit stuck. I'm a little bit stuck. But I'm trying to figure it out. No, okay. Fuck. Who, do you know what the correct line is on this that I need to present something for? Maybe with that I can figure it out. I just don't know what line we're supposed to do. I'm kind of confused. Well, not confused. Well, I am a little bit confused. I'm kind of stuck. Pick the good one. They're all good ones, Obby. That's the thing with Phoenix Wright. Every line of questioning is a good line of questioning. It's not. But, you never know. We definitely need to present evidence. I just don't know... Cheese. I can't present cheese, though. Sorry, Obby. Cheese ain't gonna fly here. But yeah, I need to figure out, like... In my head, I'm like, if I could somehow figure out the line, then maybe I can then work out the evidence. But I don't know what the correct line is. Because he very much said that this line seemed weird. But I wouldn't then know what it would go with. Okay, never mind. It's not the knife. But then that's the thing. Am I being thrown off? Is that really the right line? Did I do that one? I did do that one. That's not it either. Okay. I didn't know. Anything to do with the camera, the article about the gossip land. Also, you know what his motive was. What do you mean? Which character button got rid off? The victim. Wait, where's the picture? This dude. Yeah. I'm generally not too sure.
Cheese.
It's not cheese. Obby already tried it. Hey, Mr. Gore. Yeah, who, do you have a hint That I can have.
So, what's going on in this neck of the woods?
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Gore? Lovely to see you. We do have an ad break in a minute. I've got where we are. Okay, give me a... Okay. We're trying to... She's talking about setting up on guard. Also, though, while we're here and we're waiting, let's shout some people out. A part of me wants to shout Obby out,
like
but I know we're going to get that goddamn disgusting food clip.
The money, you have to get into the...
See? Every fucking time.
It looks so bad.
I've gone from the Rivals clip to this fucking clip.
Like, doesn't it look like there's a dead bird under this? Like, I thought this was the head, and this was like
Autopsy report?
claws, and this is another claw.
On which line, though?
You're choosing
okay, wait a minute.
left? Dude, what is it? What is
This
it?
Alright, hang on a minute. I'm
I'm
just
choosing
gonna...
right, barely.
There we go. Now we're all good. I mean, I smell great.
Ooh,
So...
can I?
Yeah, of
Can I
course.
sniff?
How does this work, then? This is the victim's autopsy report. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf. Strangulation? The knife stabbed to the victim was done after the victim. Somebody was pointing it right about the whole... why would he stab someone if he strangled them? I just didn't think about putting that together. The knife stabbed to the victim was done after the victim had already died. And what does that mean? Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that it was ripped off of the costume when? After the knife was stabbed into the victim? Exactly, which means it's impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle, because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. Ah. That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off the victim's already dead body. Okay. But yeah, Mr. Gore asked something. How you doing? I'm okay. My ear's much better now, so that's good. We'll see later if my ear gets a little bit achy again, but for now, we're okay. But yeah, oh yeah, how was the rest of the DVD games though? But which ground do you pick? None of them, Obby. They both look fucking terrible. What's the meaning of this, right? So what if the button was torn off the body after the victim had already died? Mr. Gore, what game did you change it to this time? Huh? Spanky's Quest? What was it you had on it last time? Was it like full nudity or something? It was something nudity, fairly nude. That's the fucker. Oh, for fuck's sake! If I want to see the food again, I swear to fucking god. I hate it here. I hate it here.
It looks so bad. Did you say eagle shit and also feel like...
I'm gonna make it so you can't do it to yourself.
This? Like, I thought this was the head, and this was like one of the claws.
Give me a minute.
This is another claw.
Where's my
You're
channel
choosing
redeemed?
left? Dude, what is it? What is it? I'm choosing right, barely.
Where is it? Where is shout out? There. I've changed the description. It now can't be used on me or yourself. Obby. Please stay damn fucking right. I don't want to see that disgrace of food. But I'm glad you won the last one, who? What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight, so the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip off the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? Mr. Wright, does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? To pin the crime on guard. There's only one logical reason for something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Ungard. There is no way anyone would put a bloodied button in their own pants. It's true. That's right, Mr. Ungard was set up by the real killer, of course. Also, there's about to be an ad break. So I'll pause the game. So that we don't have to miss anything. But yeah, how's everyone's day? Hi. It's me. It's Panda. You know who should be streaming today later? Donnie. And I know he's not in here, but I'm gonna shout him out. Because Donnie's awesome. Hopefully he should be on. I don't think he's decided what his next main game is.
I had to turn back into human. You've been a naughty boy. I thought we were supposed to get a vineyard to ourselves.
It's been interesting watching Donnie play a lot of the big games recently. If it wasn't Witcher, playing through Spider-Man, and he done Miles Morales as well. I think he's taking a break before he plays Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to start Tomb Raider after this. It's going to be what I hope is a fun time. I know Donnie, when he played it, had a big old struggle with it. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting, but I'm excited because I've never played Tomb Raider like the OGs. Although I am replaying the HD versions, but it still counts. But I just realised I also need to pee. So I'm going to go pee. I'll see you in a minute. I've never heard of him. If you happen to find it in my studio, go ahead and take it. Oh, that's nice of you, I guess. What makes you think that you would have the potion just lying around in there? Oh. Well, he just proved me wrong, didn't he? Never mind. Did you hear there's someone being possessed by an owl? Who? Remember. I done it first time! Never mind, I don't hate this one anymore.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Hey, bitch, motherfucker.
Going for a volley.
I'm gonna touch me.
You just stopped to kick her, Jen.
No! Allow me time to touch myself in the corner, please!
Hey, whoa!
I said that and Laura was like, hey, whoa! She can hear me.
Come on, Lara. We don't judge here.
Yeah. It's not like she has time for a boyfriend raiding those dungeons. Jeez.
Dread my dungeon.
So...
Nebolí tě něco? Jen se ptám, protože vypadá, že jsi spadla z nebe. Dan.
You can hear Fry in the distance, he's got the horn.
Yeah, I do. Back. If you know how to make less ads, Raz, and what I need to do, just let me know, because I don't do this for revenue at all. Twitch can bite me. Right, you ready?
Yep.
What are you gawping at? Fucking hell. What the actual fuck?
Are you still alive?
I'm still alive, thanks.
I'm back. Hello. I peed. Ugh. Who speaking Czech? One of my favorite things. I love that redeem of his as well. Very good redeem. Oh yeah, what's I gonna say? So I've been thinking about this because essentially I've put like a list of games that aren't retro that I want to get done this year, but I had 3 big ones over all of them. One was Clair Obscur, which we've got done. 2 is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And 3 is Death Stranding 2. So, I'm thinking, but this isn't set in stone, I might do Infinite Wealth in August. And I'm thinking Death Stranding 2 in November. Possibly. This is my thought process at this moment, currently in time. The plan? Not really a plan, just a thought. I might play them sooner, I might play them later. It's just in my head, those are my big ones. So I'm like, where would I fit this? Because I also am cautious about the end of the year, because I want to finish anything I have before New Year's, if work lets me go on my holiday before for New Year's. So, yeah. I don't want to have a gap between playing a big game whilst I'm playing, I mean. So, yeah. Well, I was gone. What did I do? Which is saying how we really like it when you speak Czech, who? How many bodies did you find? All of them. Big ones? Big ones. I've got a lot of games I want to play, but I've got some big ones that are needing to be done. So, yeah. Panda at this moment in time, Panda. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at this moment in time, this may be the plan. It may be the plan. It may not be the plan. Wait, where was my list of games that I said I wanted to get done this year that weren't retro? Let's refresh our memory. So, we have Astrobot. Not a massively big game, but it's a game. Death Stranding 2 is a big game. That's on there. Dispatch isn't a long game. Date Everything I wanted to do at some point, which was going to be a Saturday thing. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West are also big games, but yeah. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is obviously a big game. Mafia the Old Country, I don't think it's a big game. It's supposed to be linear. Silent Hill F, again, not a big game. And Stellar Blade, again, not really a big game. So, yeah. You know what else is big? My feet. Or my ass. My ass. My big ass. And the real murder is... Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then? Finally, I can believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point. Phoenix, you can't let your guard down now, not until the very end. The real killer, the person who planned to frame Mr. On Guard is... Mr. Juan. I don't fucking know. The manager? Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you! It's not fucking Pokemon! You are Mr. Corridor's killer. What? Oh, we broke our glasses again. Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, this is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge? Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews. What? How preposterous! You can't stick any of that on me? I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? Then what about this knife? The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard naturally. A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only person who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. You'd have to say sorry, Mr. Gore. Be as destructive as you want. It's all good. Then, what about the button that was found in Matt's hammer? This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only people who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. Ungard was the real killer, there is no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own hammer. I'm breaking so many glasses. The only person who could have put this button into his pants is the person who went to wake him from his nap, which is you, yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. Oh, how scandalous. That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that it was just such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Andrews! No! But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing the gloves at the time. That's right. That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that, yes, indeed, she was the classic dazed discoverer of the dead body. Ah! Not the glasses again! Her prescriptions are off the charts! And to top it all off, there is this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can't believe this is the samurai, is Mr. Ungard. He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also short in stature, are you not? Please, stop. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time. Miss Andrews? I refuse to testify. What was that? There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. Well, yes. You are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination by allowing a witness to not testify as a testimony that can cause damage to themselves. What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. I plead the fifth! Actually, thinking of back to yesterday, Miss Engard's room. Agent Andrews. Yes? Think hard what you just discussed, understood? Alright. That's it. That's where Francesca planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify if things look bad. You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there is still one thing you haven't done. Something I haven't done? What's wrong, Wright? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence? What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you realise this as well, Your Honour. But everything the good lawyer has proven up to this point is meaningless. What? Everything you've proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yes, so circumstantial you would have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbour a wish to murder Mr. Corridor. How dare you! Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Andrews, did you want to kill him? I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. But Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it's either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty due to my silence. No, she's taking a defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do? Somehow, we have landed in the worst possible situation. I think we have reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify, and the defence theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully substantial with solid definitive proof. But that's not true. In this situation, there is only one thing the court can do, and that is declare a recess. Recess? I request that both prosecution and defence look further into this matter, and at tomorrow's trial, Tomorrow? We don't have a tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then... Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial, please continue the trial. What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya... Ooh. But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now then, this court is... Oh. It is not impossible for this trial to continue. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you... It's true Miss Andrews holds the right to a stay in self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation was something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, that is very true, but actually, there's one little thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews, when you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and? I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually, when someone finds a body, they're shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. So my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want you to state that if you have any reason behind your action, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify? Testify! Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in the testimony should in no way implicate the witness. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read of him. If he's is he friend or foe? I just don't know. Well, he did say he wanted to partner up with us. And not just in the bedroom. The court's acknowledged the prosecution request. Mr. Andrews, if you please. The glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, I thought that he was dead. Didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realised that he was dead, that's when I knocked over the flower vase over. Well. So you poured that glass of juice for the victim. Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony? I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial. Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with his testimony, then there's nothing left. I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on with that brain of yours? Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then who did you pour it for? Mr. Wright, there's a rhyme and reason for everything. Foot. No, what's that? I'll go out. I didn't even see the last word. When you said 40-40, I assumed you were talking sports. Can't you wait a little longer to be revealed to you? In other words, right, be quiet and listen. That like Spanky's quest. So that's when I walked into a room and saw it in a messy state. So it was a mess. Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Corridor? Outdoor tag, get to location without being caught. No, I've never heard of that. I should have been able to prove your theory, however, before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. Basically, the world is your playground. Ah. No, I never... I didn't even really ever play tag with anyone, in all honesty. Slumped over? Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward and eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. Is it just me or did that sound a little odd? It did sound a little odd. Because in the picture, he wasn't slumped over. Oh, I don't know, actually it kind of is. Wait, is it not? Oh. But the thing is. It doesn't make any sense. If he's saying it was slumped over and tired looking, did she also not notice the fucking golden knife sticking out of his chest? Cross your mind. I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in his anger because he lost the Grand Prix, then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap. Anyway, that's what I thought. Didn't think he was dead at all. Well, he fainted. I thought he was asleep at first, but then the room was in such a messy state, I thought maybe he'd gotten into a fight with someone. That's when you went into to pour the glass of juice. Yes, he always had a hard time waking up, so Juan always had a glass of tomato juice to drink. How did you come to realise that he was in fact dead? I shook him over and over, but I never got a response, so I sat in the glass and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked and staggered backwards. I knocked the flower vase over, so what happened? Yes. That's what it all comes down to, huh? This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case. Isn't that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews will tell us the truth in the time. I don't even know! Like, literally, actually baffled. This one? So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body. Ah, what is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of his chest. Anyone who saw the scene would have immediately thought that there was a dead man. I fucking called it. Well, that's what you see. I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is, Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. No! Shiver me timbers! It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Ungard, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible, you're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me! It wasn't me, I tell you! It was Matt, I swear it! He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify, and your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? I refuse to testify. Guilty! Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Miss Matungard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Because she's not the killer. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matungard. Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. The absolute real truth? What are you? Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matungard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie! I don't believe you! What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Francesca von Karma. Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself, then right now, Miss Andrews is. Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss von Karma. Don't say a word no matter what happens. If you do, Matt and God will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clinging on to them. Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get our not guilty. That is my only priority. But then we're doing it at the judgment of someone else. It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please. Believe me, I didn't kill Juan. Help. Please, someone help me. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? The court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Save the game, that's what we're gonna fucking do. Only 2 days of work? Yeah, baby! 2 days of work and then a 4-day weekend. Woohoo! I can't wait to play Mario Kart with Casey on Friday and spend tomorrow evening with who, and then spend Thursday evening with Rubes. My weekend gonna be good. It gonna be good. Right, anyway. Right, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what the witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who is the real mastermind? Isn't it obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? Come on now. What will you do? What kind of man are you? Force her to testify. I have to win the complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do that like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. Arengard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me. That's enough. I commend you for trying, Miss Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense theory is the truth. You're wrong. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However, what is it, Miss Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Oh, is he going to disclose a suicide attempt? Stop. Mr. Edgeworth? This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop, please, stop. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I would end that man if he did it. I know. It's real fucking shit of him. I get why he's doing it, but it's shit of him. I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please, please stop. I beg you. If people find out, I'll... If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. Sounds too familiar. No matter what, I have to do. So will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please, help me. Nothing matters anymore. Is she also got a beeper? Is she being framed? When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room, and then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the bottom. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of inconvenience, and that's when I ended up using the costume. Stab the body with a knife? But why would you do that? Isn't it too obvious to pin the blame on a certain person? A certain cowardly man. What? What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... This is the truth. The real killer is Matt. The scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Last time? So Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Corrida, in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with the murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing him for the murder. And this is her crime. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. What? I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. But you can tell from the state of the room was in the fact there must have been a fight. Are you telling me the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf was a part of the ninja costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. I realized he was dead. That's when I formulated the plan. What is the plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point in the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when he thought, I should forge some evidence and pin this crime at Matt. So forged pieces of the evidence with a knife and a button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Made the attachment to Matt's room. That was when you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at a time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. But wouldn't anyone have seen her going across the rooms? So you were the one that stabbed the victim with a knife? It gives me goosebumps to think about it now, what a horrible thing I did. But at a time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. That's then when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used a button somehow, I can make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought you to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it on Mr. Unguard's Hakama? Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never got that smoothly, do they? I think that's where I had a bit of inconvenience. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That was so bad for you. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. That's when I ended up using the costume. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the awards ceremony. You did it in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's biggest secret there. And what was the secret? That, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we've had enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Unguard's room and planted the button. Into Matt's Hakama, yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word, what does all this mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal was Matt Ungard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Francesca, huh? She said that I should under no circumstance confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, that Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she's not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict any more Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of the witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But, Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. That is all. Court is adjourned for today. Fuck. What about Mia? What are we gonna do? Today's trial is over, and I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I ask you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. Also Maya. Oh yeah, was it Maya? Yeah, shit. Sorry. What exactly is it? Oh, this. Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Kwan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card, if you ask me. As right as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Witness that card! Give it to me, hurry. Edgeworth? Do you have an idea what you've stupidly yet inadvertently done? This. I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. That card, what in the world is it? And what does it mean? Dun dun dun! Ah! Did you call? Oh my god. Technically, you're right. I did. I guess I fucking did. Oh boy. You got me there. You got me there. Also, I just noticed Mr. Gore poking the bear by calling Rube's grandma in the Discord. The cheek of it. The fucking cheek of it. Right, let's get on with this investigation then. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't like fires. I am the fire. He is the fire that's approaching. There, pals. I can't take it anymore. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. Everything may still work out. But the condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict, and so far the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya, and he won't because Mr. Ungard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand around crying, we have to get going. You're right, Mr. Maya is in much more pain than I am. Yeah, that's right, so. Hey you guys. Hey you guys. Rogue woke me up to make chicken noodles. Oh yeah, how is Rogue? Did you say he wasn't too well, right? Did I call you? Mr. Scruffy Detective? Oh boy, looks like the Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective Panda. I was about to say Detective Panda, fucking hell. Detective in Pal's books now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I come to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. What do you want? So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that? Ah, what am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just going to have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Guard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to help you. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching other people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's make... Can't speak. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Ah, okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Your double ear infections and such, thank God for antibiotics. Oof. Oof. I think my tiredness is kicking in. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. Why did it censor chicken noodle? I don't think it did it? I rubbed off on you? Oh, I just didn't sleep well last night. That's all. No one's rubbing on me. Never. Did I read this? He didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. That's it. Yeah. He said that. That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth? Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean, almost need to frame Miss On Guard. I can figure that out from anything she said at all. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se. It just feels like there's more than meets the eye. Or did my mic cut out when I said it? That's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. It feels so weird now that I fucking trim my hair, man. I can't run my hand through my hair all the way. It feels weird. Speaking of Von Karma, do you have any more information of her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial with a pistol, but was going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in a stable condition, but, well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. I had to show it myself. Switch asked. Asked if it says it correctly. Wow, okay. This should be done by taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at a hospital. Which one? What? Are you going to visit her? No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got hard, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you in for a bit, pal. Let's go, Nick. No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of that hospital. Oh, yeah, it's the Hottie Clinic. That clinic again? That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess I can't hurt to stop by and say hi. We have so many locations again. Never thought I'd come back to this place. Yeah, so you're here to visit a patient, Ah, hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hottie. Why are you still here? Sexy pervy soup. Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Dr. Hottie? I'm a screenshot it. Please do. I'm very curious what it's doing. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from the morning. What is it? Director, Francesca. How is Francesca Von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes, hee. Yeah, that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about his director and his secret. She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Let's see if my Twitch changed my settings. Probably worse. Her opponent was a gun after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes. I see. But she's really cute too. When I did that, she'd whip me with a whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. Ah! Go back to your room. You're so mean. So mean. My frisky frisker? My frisky frisker? Okay. I yes. It's time for me for my IV drops. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have come here. Just fucking leave. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intention of running the trial this morning. But that wouldn't have been too much trouble. But wouldn't that have been too much trouble for you? Everyone not in North America is Comfort popular. What the hell's Comfort? Right, is this like a branded thing, or are you asking about comfort as in the feeling? I need explanation. Yeah, I tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. A spelling without the other O. I've never heard of it. Let me Google. It's clothing? Are you on about like a laundry detergent? Oh, I see. Okay, a hoodie company. Oh, actually, it looks like it does a lot more. No, I've never heard of this brand before. But then I don't really look at clothing websites, so maybe I'm not the best judge of character. That's so weird, Who? It really did censor chicken noodle soup. What the fuck? That was the other one? Wait, what? I think I'm confused. Oh, wait. Oh, sexy pervy soup. Oh. I can't, like, yeah, it's never done that before. I wonder why. Hang on a minute. Twitch changed your settings? Is that a thing? Actual con. Alright then. How weird. Okay. Alright. Fair enough then. I thought it was maybe something I'd done. Taking that as the case. I found myself having a clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think this is I know what deal he's referring to. Right, what did I miss anyway? They aren't cheap, but they're having big sales right now because of spring. They're apparently really comfy and soft. The travel ones have a lot of hidden pockets and built-in eye cover. No, I honestly can say I've never heard of the company before. It does look comfy, but yeah, no, it's not a company I've ever heard of, personally. Check weird word, but I don't see one. Fair enough. I'm glad you got it sorted though, Who. That's a key thing. Miss Onkama, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Miss Ungard, you told Miss Andrews not to testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, the trial would have already been over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with evidence or not, I have only one objective, to find Ungard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. This one, Karma. Agent Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then he will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. Or because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was. Ow. I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me. What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in the argument. Edgeworth? Why are you looking so mean? I can now see all the chicken noodle soups. Wait. Right now, I was going to type something, but my mind's just completely blanked. Wait. There, can you see that? What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I can? Hooray! There you go. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... Ah, but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand there, and that's why Bless me. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. Okay. I kind of wanted to turn it back on again to see what else will pick up that's not sexual. That would be kind of funny. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, I can't give it to me. Do you have an idea what you've stupidly and inadvertently done? I can't believe you had this all this whole time. That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright, this is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigation team has existed for a number of years, but you know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer. Oh my god. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin? So who is the Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it's a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his client can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The Killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this one is honorable assassin with a moral conscience. Okay. I reckon Matt on Guard is the killer, but because he hired a killer. Which is why the Magmatama thing didn't pick up, because he technically wasn't lying. He didn't kill someone. Someone else did it for him. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yes. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in the case? It would appear that way. The discovery of this car basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Sally the Killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? Oh, he notices when something's wrong with us. Like a true partner. I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right, listen. You need to know something. Juan Corridor was killed by Shelley the Killer, and a client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Fucking called it. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, and we are looking for any clues that someone that might lead us to Shelley the Killer. But if you take this with you, the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Okay, so I must attend the preparation of Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen now, if you excuse me. Wait, show him the deceiver thing. Mr. Nick, do you think Mr. Ungar had an assassin? In this case, you can get 2 endings? But that means I'm going to get the bad ending. Do you think Mr. Ungar had an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please, I'll ask. Oh. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up like how Nick does with everything in court. And let's try to get the card out, which I can card found. Sounds like I've got the door open. Let's someone go take a look around. What is this place? I got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. There's a fucking little bear. That's weird. What's the figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She kind of... Wait, that looks like the mentor for Thingy. It does! It kind of looks like the woman. This is something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste. Oh, I bet this could be a clue. A clue! A clue! Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now, where's the power button? Phew, it's busted. I would so die a Happy Samurai fan if I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this. Wait. How can you see that, though? It's censored. I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here, but what is this antenna doing here? Oh, hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where this power switch thing is at. Drat, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. A cat flap! Locked, of course, and it doesn't look like I'll use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through here. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Yeah! As before I turn it on, you'll have to try that again. Turn it off. Oh, I see. It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is. For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways, you mean? Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you on the first meeting I am an assassin. No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Mr. Nick? Oh yes, pals, you got caught up in my own thoughts about my situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left you, you know. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Ungard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going. Okay. Oh, ads are about to play. Okay. Hear about this card. Edgeware for some reason won't power this instance of this card. Yeah, I know what this is, pal. You do. No matter what you say, look at it. I said it's a picture of a shell. That's it. Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeware really likes these cooked snail things. What are they called? Escargot or something like that? Mr. Nick, I think we should solve the mystery of why Mr. Edgeware face turned pale, right? As I suggested, come choose nuclear. Nuclear. Yes. Right, okay. Right, we're going to save the game and we're just going to take a quick BRB while ads run. And then we'll do the last hour of stream. Or I'll try to. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I've been hit very hard with a wave of sleepiness right now, so... Yes. But I will be right back.
KST's on you, I think. Where's near you?
He's running. He is in the middle. I don't know if he's actually on someone though. Okay, yeah, he is.
You need Casey around.
Casey activating goblin mode.
Oh, I got a nutty nut and a merriment and a nutty nut. Oh man, you know what's good when your nut is a nutty nut.
Why are you smacking my ass while you're doing it?
he's nodding!
Do I, Casey? You've got two men.
Casey, have you heard of the A-team? We're not them, we're the fuck-ups.
Yeah, we're not.
We're the people they get called in to fix.
Wish.com A-team. Zank,
Well,
the A-team for your Kizoo.
Can I do a what? Oh, yeah.
Can you do the A-team for your mother Kizoo?
How did it go?
I can't remember.
Dun, 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 dun.
I nearly broke into the cantina then.
Open your hole for daddy.
Oh my god.
Have you shard yet? No. No.
Have you shot yet?
Yes.
Casey, I like what you're putting down, mate.
Just fucking yank it. Oh! Oh! I got a fish! Yeah. It's an ugly bu- It's Doctor! It's Doctor!
No, don't make me scream.
That's my job.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Sorry.
No, he spanked me with a flame rod. Flame rod.
Adult female. Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Let me and my cake in!
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the gate? Everything we can.
Who the Casey, is this you? They're hiding in the walls.
Figures. Gotta get the power back on.
I know they pop a picture of what looked like the show that there's coming out of it, but
Maybe there's a breaker or something I can flip.
yeah, I don't know what else they might have announced or plan to have announced. You did green screen, it looked like you grabbed your bowl from the bag and then put it back. Yeah. Wait.
There.
No, damn it! Damn it, Kamala-Khan!
Okay. I was just drinking.
Bro, what's up with my nipples?
What?
What's on my dude's chest?
Why are you looking at his nipples?
Because what the fuck is on his chest?
That you're not telling me something.
Come in there and
Just go lay in his blood.
Yep.
That's how cults start.
I'm back. Hello. I feel very EP. Therapist and ours over for today. Oh. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but Phoenix, right, a lawyer, one of the... You're Mr. Wright, aren't you? Oh yeah, that's a message here for you. Message? It's from Matt and God. Here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. We'll see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer, dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favour to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? Okay. This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed this cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Client's request is a request. I guess I should go check on his cat. Kitty! How do I get there? Oh, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will you? Pass the victims list around. You gotta be kidding. There's over 100 people on there. Mr. Nick? Is Mr. On Guard really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, pals, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Okay. Hotel Hobby. Right, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mr. Myers' sake. You shall not pass. Mr. Old Bag, don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-headed pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again, although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. But what I really wanted was something much more valuable. I wanted Edgy Poo's heart. All your fault. You've awakened a wild beast inside of this old bag. Ah, Miss Old Bag, keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air's getting in, no air's getting out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Well, how do I... Ah. There you go. Sure is dark. I'll go turn on the light. Oh, the fuck's he got a motorbike on a stealing? So this was what Star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nut, let's find Shu, the kitty cat. Shu! Meow. Aww! Kitty! What a lovely cat. Hello, Shu. The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. Oh! Maya's in here somewhere. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Unguard's lawyer. The Masters? Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. How do we not recognize think not it's him. He's so in, like... Phoenix is an idiot. There's giant cooking hearth here. It's actually a fireplace. Oh, they're different, Mr. Nick. You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come and visit Faye Manor, then I'll show you one when you do. Ah, giant bicycle is flying through the air. That bicycle pals is one where you don't have to pedal and it moves on its own. Really? Wow. But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. It's a very comfortable and suspicious lounge set. I wonder if some famous stars drop by and sit and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Ah, what is with the feeling? You know, I was actually thinking about it. And I was like... What was I thinking about? Never mind. Whatever it was, it's long gone. There's another door over there. You shouldn't go wandering over there, Mr. Nick. Yeah, pals. Now I know where Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for Mr. Angard's cat to use. Oh, you mean Shu? The door is locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. There's a mask here. Yeah, that's one in the middle of the Steel Samurai. The one next to it are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. Listen, but away like your point. Yeah. I don't even know what I wanted to say. Am I that tired? They fought many battles against the backdrop in Neo Old Tokyo. Wow, you really know a lot of the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, but I know more about that show than a kid. Alright, okay. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Angard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master of these affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself. You know, I'd have thought Mr. Angard, the kind to have a maid over a butler. Yeah. That's a very cute cat you got there. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shu. And, anything else? No, not especially. Doesn't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave from you now. Yeah, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. Meow. The one voice actor in the whole fucking game. The cat. Can it be fair? No one better. No one better. Maybe if I show this, I got a letter from Edgeworth. This whole bag, if you look at this. What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... edgy poo? Ugh, is that a perfume? Pheromone d'amour, I smell. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That means, that man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you can understand. Okay. I just thought it was something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You have to do... You do anything bad, I won't let you off the hook. Okay. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Unguard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Okay. Looks like the only ones here. And yet the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Hey, City Boy. Laura, you're still here? Reckon, of course. An investigation photographer eats and serves her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Reckon, yeah, a photographer's got to have a camera out of the ear, like Corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speak of cameras and feeding them out. Do you have mine, your bread thief? Why can't you drop that old thief thing already? Night of the murder. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What, you're really going to shell out the bucks for the info I got? Look, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but brace yourself, Phoenix, here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Find a few stars around. Got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady was also wasn't in the hallway the whole time either. I guess this means there's no one who could tell us who came and went that night. Yeah, maybe. Bam, 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 bam. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that day, can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about Unguard Shamley's manager, Lady onto corridor? Yeah, well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know, writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just about random ball dooders. Random ball dooders? What the fuck? Bam, 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 bam. Hey, what's with you? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? And why do you look like you suddenly got older too, or am I just shrinking here? My baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with the red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that red-coated friend, aren't you? So put in a few good words for me and get my camera back. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I'll guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid. Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in the court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you two here. There, let them keep up the good work. Mate, I'm struggling to read. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay, and make sure you do all your homework. And if you happen to... would you please just leave already? Mr. Nick, what's that otherworldly ghastly moan? I hate evil ghosts. I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon. Oh. Excuse me, who you're calling demon, brat? Zoinks. It's the alien. Who are you calling an alien? Brat da 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 da. You need to call it sleep. Oh, I mean, even if I called it, I won't sleep. It's too early for that. I'll wake up and it'll be like really early in the morning. So even if I call it now, I probably won't go to sleep until like 9 or 10. Usually I have like a fizzy drink while I stream, but I don't have any today, which I don't think also... I think... I don't want to say that would probably help a little bit, but... Just worried. That's okay. I'm just sleepy is all. I won't fall asleep on stream or anything. I might try and get to half half past, so like about 20 minutes, and then probably wrap up though. Shishi, Miss Old Bag, what are you doing here? What's wrong with younglings today? I came down here to pay my respect to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. Okay. Night of the murder. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked to you about it. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and a note. She was loitering around here with that imbecile look on her face. With it being, with that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it. Now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job and minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. Oh. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Engard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at the mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain and the feelings that all these fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big, and certainly nothing to stick at. Mr. Nick, what is it, pals? The presents, they're all bears, right? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Critter's presents are from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's just because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know. When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two talking out. Down by a river going, ha! You can sure fight. You too, bub, you too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, his fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice, bears. I'm Uncle Bear and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What is that infernal racket? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 PM. Way past your bedtime. That startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 PM? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how's Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news, so it would seem my present did you no good. No, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! One more day. Please, all I have to ask is one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. Then. Where's with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems. Correct. Damn it. Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Alright, excuse me. Oh. What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static. Ah, missing Maya, missing Maya! Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? It should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. An electronics expert? God, where's fucking a lot when you need a... transceiver? Whenever we're in this room, it starts acting like hissing at us. This is something that you can talk about. Wait. Who's this bear? Wow, there's a lot of bears. Alarm clock rounds, collects additional stuff, taste plastic melons. It's pretty overwhelming as there's any kind of bears he doesn't have. In a trash can. Yeah, I think that maybe the guy didn't like bears. Poor teddies. Oh god, no, it's fucking joke again. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? So maybe I do have to find someone that's an expert with electronics to be like, there's something got wrong with this. And then that's when we come back and we can investigate and look a little bit more. That's my thinking anyway. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice. Thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You gotta be kidding. And here I thought you had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what we should try asking him about. The transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh, yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself. That's strange. I'm sure it was making loud static noises. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? What's that? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with other signals, pal. Oh, when you put it that way, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Huh, computer. It's like when you use the dryer next to a TV and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yes, the TV does that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So the room you're in when that interference to transceiver happened, there's got to be something sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Ah, hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? We were in Mr. Corrida's room, the scene of the crime murder. What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into a precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! We should get going too, Mr. Nick. Alright, let's go. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. I guess we just go back to the crime scene, right? Hey, you're finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting. Do you have the bug sweeper? Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper? That's a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, by who? Me, of course. Ah, seeing this brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it's a little beat up, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job, but you can't set the sensitivity, so it's going to beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But isn't that better that way? Oh, well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, alright, pal? Get that sinking feeling again. Now I'll tell you how to use this baby. This device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room. So we're going to need to find it, right? Right now, first listen to turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around and give the room a real thorough looking. Sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so we keep an eye on it, okay? If you find something that gives off a lot of radio waves, press enter to lock onto it. That's a lot of things that are going to give off radio waves, so let's get a good look at anything and everything. Gonna stand outside, keep an eye out. Give me a yeah if you've got it. Okay. Probably this is the most commonplace for listening device, I'd say, but let's say the receiver, take the receiver at first, ahead of ourselves. Well shot, didn't you, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing part of the gumshoe. So is there a listening device in there? No, and I really thought it had to be the phone too. I think I know what it is. It's this bear, isn't it? So it looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why do you look troubled? I just can't imagine a listening device being inside the alarm clock. It's just sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. Oh. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Really? Okay, a bit more. We're going to looking for listening device. So this sort of looks like a puzzle. It's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. And so that hot water copy comes out. Really, this pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that, pals. Sorry. Computer, huh? What's that notebook computer? Do you know what a notebook is? Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So, well, the thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what laptop? TV remote, but it doesn't look like listen devices in there. What if the TV remote was some other things like, could I make you change your expression like TV channels? Hey, but if I could, all the people I'd give the mute button to. It's going to work on me. Why don't we try on mine tomorrow? Right, unusual here, I think. Oh, if you use it next to TV, it makes the screen look weird, right? Yeah, and when it happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right? Hey, good memory, pals. I will never forget it for the rest of my life. There's no plans, I think. It's Kids Question Corner. Professor, why is he half around? Why is it, Mr. Nick? Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, pals? Okay. The TV of all places. Cell phone? No bugs in there. Well, don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Parents so much mentions it. My cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Crane Village, and Pals has never lived outside the village, so I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Bro, where's this listening device? Oh, what a lovely bear. Ah! Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot? It's a real robot? Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick, yes? How many horsepowers is it? How many horsies? Horsies? Well, it looks like it's a bear, so, oh my god. Where is this thing? Check. Listen device, nope. Okay. There's really delicious loaf of bread in there. Looks like it's been keep warm this whole time since the murder. The discretion detective always says got to keep the trial scene warm. Elaine, no? The small video camera, no, this is device in this gizmo. I'm trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick? That's what it seems like. But I want to grow bigger and bigger. Well, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you there. You have to eat meat too. See? Don't eat veg. You're right. I really think of listening devices and stuff like this because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right? Yeah, sure. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Right. Oh, I can't even save. I need to figure this out. Shit. Doesn't seem to be anything giving off radio waves there, Mr. Nick. Keep a cap on it. But it's giving off waves though, the signals. Where the fuck is this thing? The air conditioner. I don't know where this fucking listening device is. I already checked the radio, it's not in there. Bro, I literally don't know where the fuck this radio thing is. I feel like I've done everything. Unless it's in like the most smallest weird place that I wouldn't imagine. That's just a coffee thing. I might just Google it. Yeah, I'm Googling. I don't know where the fuck it is. Where the fuck is this listening device? Nah. Fuck off. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear. It's the biggest one I have ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean? No, not yet. But this bear's eyes. Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found a device to me, pal. Let's take this big fella's eye out and see what we got. No, you can't. Such a violent act. No! It's a miniature camera and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. Oh, what a emitter? A transmitter, pal. Oh, is that more of the high-tech stuff? So this tiny thing is a camera. Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape on this camera. This is only camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know, you're right. Alright. Okay. So what's a transmitter? It's a device that sends footage that camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yeah, let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 PM and go for 1 hour. 8 PM? That was when the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe the camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. True. So there was a camera in this bear's eye, and it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corridor this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? I got it. What? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you going to do? I'm going to go around the electronic shops and see if I can find out who brought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 PM. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Oh yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! He's gone. Yeah. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. It's a mystery how you would always manage to do things in the most effective ways, right? Ah. You'll have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth? What are you doing here? Our rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet, we still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside a stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Do you know the stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterboard Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere, however, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he really? Well, I guess so. It's 9 PM. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. See you soon, right? No way did Edgeworth just carry a big-ass bear. Wait. What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer? Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corrida's real killer, Miss Adrian Parks. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. Ungard. And this card, Shelley the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth, but as you said, all I can do now is find the truth. To be continued. Na, na, na. Which is a good point for me to wrap up. Investigation Part 2. Alright. So, we'll wrap up there. So we got Trial Part 2, Trial 1 done. And Investigation Part 1 done of 2. I don't know. But we done things. We done things. Which means I am happy to wrap up. I'm going to go relax. Yes. I'm going to rate PVG. He's on playing some Resident Evil 6, which is an amazing game. Sickies. I'm gonna have some cheese twists and relax the fuck out. Gonna be good. Right, following. Let's see. There it is. But yeah. I will be back tomorrow for more Phoenix Wright, and we'll carry on. Obviously, so tomorrow, oh bloody hell. So tomorrow will be more Phoenix Wright. Thursday there's no stream, and then Friday, I'm going to be playing Mario Kart with KC. I might be starting stream a little bit before Casey's ready, in which case I'm going to be playing some Pokemon Scarlet. But yeah, the main thing is we're going to be playing Mario Kart with Casey on Friday. Saturday will be a long stream of story games. I don't think we're going to finish this tomorrow. So I think we'll end up finishing Phoenix Wright on Saturday. And then starting Tomb Raider, maybe. Or maybe I'll play something else, depending how much time we have left. I don't know. We will see. But as always, I hope you will have an amazing rest of your day. Take care, stay amazing, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.